2011, please welcome Doug Ferrari.
I want to hand for all the comments you've seen so far. Let's make some noise. Let's wake this fucking room up. I know it's late. You got anything left for me? All right. My name is Doug Ferrari, born, raised, and live in San Francisco. I'm about to celebrate my 10th wedding anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. And I still can't wait to get home tonight and tear my wife's panties off. Because they are bunching up my ass something fierce right now. See, that's the level of the crowd. Yeah, I tried to get my shit together before I got married. I got into therapy, I got on medication, so if you don't like my show, I don't give a shit, I'm on Prozac. Don't you see a lot of people out there who obviously need to be on medication? Huh? Yeah, but nobody goes on it because they see those ads on CNN and all the TV shows for all that, those terrible commercials. If you ever need medication, go take it. Legal prescribed medication works great. Take my word for it. But just don't listen to those ads, those ones that you see all the time, like a little bouncing blobby guy was like all down, you know? Social phobia, anxiety, depressed, try Paxwell. Paxwell will get you back up on your feet and get you smiling again. Paxwell is not for everyone. Paxwell may cause heart attack, stroke, myocardial infarction, pulmonary edema, emphysema, leukemia, high blood pressure, diabetes, eczema, seborrhea, psoriasis, nausea, vomiting, sweating, shaking, impotence, rectal bleeding or anal leakage. Try Paxwell and stop worrying. I'm worried to death watching the damn ad. Can I have a pill just right now? Because I think I've got 3 of those things. I used to do a lot of drinking and a lot of drugs growing up in San Francisco. A lot of partying. Now I am clean and sober. Thank you. Thank you. That's going to get the same hand as the marriage. Yeah. But I want you to drink. Please drink heavily or we got to be funny on our own. I am not one of those lecturing assholes. I didn't stop drinking because I'm a good person or high moral character just because I was the world's worst drunk. Every time I drank too much, I mixed every kind of liquor, and I always got sick. Finally, I only drank cream de mint so I could automatically deodorize the toilet bowl as long as I was down there. I'd throw up stuff I never even ate. Baklava, what's that doing there? I was your classic American male drunk. I believe that American men need booze. If we don't have beer and sports, we don't have shit to say to each other. Women are different. 2 women can meet in a supermarket, 2 minutes later they're hugging, they're sharing, they're bonding, they're crying, they're talking about their freshness. They send each other Christmas cards for the next 10 years. 2 guys can know each other for 10 years. There's no cards, there's no sharing, there's no last names. There's just, I love you, man, I love you, man. Because there's 2 kinds of drunks. I love you drunks and fuck you drunks. You know what I'm talking about? We all have a friend who's a fuck you drunk. Perfectly nice guy, after 1.5 cocktails exactly, he turns on you. He snaps like an old lady's hip. He's just, you know something, man? Fuck you. With your hat and your shoes and your car. Fuck you, man. I love you, man. I was your classic American male drunk. After every night out with my friends, I thought someone had stolen $200 from me. Every time I'd be crying, emptying out my pockets, and then, wait a minute, 40 at the first block, 50 the second one, Charlie Twain took a cab. Oh, thank God, I thought I wasted it. And when I stopped drinking, I didn't start drinking non-alcoholic beer. I don't understand that at all, do you? Beer tastes without the alcohol. Beer tastes like shit. You drink it to get a buzz. You never see anybody go up to a bartender and say, yeah, Daz, I want to be completely sober, but I want that barley hop bum breath all night, so the police will still make me walk the line and my wife will still be pissed when I crawl into bed. What do you have? No, I want no buzz whatsoever, but I want to piss 35 times for no reason. Can you recommend something? I'm a child of the 60s, a little young to be a hippie, but any baby boomers, ex-hippies by applause, children of the 60s? Good, young people. I love to talk to the young people. It is not the fault of my generation that we did drugs. They trained us to do drugs with the candy and the food and the cereal. Captain Crunch was the crack of my childhood. It had so much sugar in it, you could not stop eating it. Even when the top of your mouth was bleeding, it was so fucking sharp. Just give me the crunch, Mom! There was no nappy time after the crunch. Lucky Charms trained us to do pills. There's blue moons, yellow stars, green clovers, and when you're coming down, you'll need a red. That's the Lucky Charms. I wonder they were always after his Lucky Charms. He was a dealer. They had chocolate cigarettes. Why? Bubblegum cigarettes, bubblegum cigars, bubble pipes for 6-year-olds, candy pills on a strip of paper, and pixie sticks, powder you sucked out of a straw. Hello, McFly. I like to play to colleges, I like to play to young people. I only have 2 words of advice for them. Be careful. Because the drugs aren't the same as they were when we were doing them. Kids today are like, well, I can smoke pot because my parents smoked pot, but it's not the same pot. Pot now is like $500 an ounce. When the first bag of pot I ever bought in 1974, $15 ounce. Memories. Of course, it wasn't a weighed ounce. You know, it had tons of sticks, stems, and seeds, tam bark, 20 pennies, and a nail. It wasn't very strong either. You had to smoke the whole bag at once, rolled up in a Sunday newspaper. You got a buzz for about 15 minutes, ate a tray of raw brownies, and went to sleep, but nobody got hurt. Now they got the Sinsemia polypoid hydroponic chronic sticky bug, Ebola virus, monkeypox, weed of death. 2 hits and you're coughing blood for an hour. 3 hits, you quit your job, live in a tree, and learn to play the flute. Then you have to move to Marin. I love pot though. I don't understand ecstasy. I tell the kids, be careful, you don't know what's in it. It's just a white tablet. But I can't blame kids for doing ecstasy because they have to be loaded to listen to that boring fucking rave music. You could have a Warp CD skipping for 5 hours and no one would say anything. Cool remix, dude. Is that Moby? I tell the kids, you don't have to take acid. We did it for you. You know, you want to know the secret of life? It's be nice to people. Now, my mom told me that every day, but I couldn't listen to my mom. No! I had to spend 300 nights screaming naked on a wet rock on a beach going, where's my dick? Seeing God once is great, but the 25th time is a little awkward and embarrassing. Oh, hi, God. No questions this time. Sorry. Just trying to find my way out. Excuse me. I don't want to say I did a lot of cocaine, but there are statues of me all over Colombia.
Yeah.
They named high schools after me. Some of you are looking at me right now like, what did they cut his coat with? Butter? I am serious, people. I hated that shit because I'm already a naturally wired, kind of hyper-anxious type person, and that stuff would put me over the edge. I'd be in a great big hotel room in the middle of the country in the middle of the night, being really quiet, in a chair in the middle of the room, wired out of my gourd, completely Captain Crunched out. I would try to light a little joint just to calm down, but I couldn't because the match was too loud. That's why I tell the kids today, don't do cocaine, play Trivial Pursuit. It does the same thing. It makes you stay up all night with people you don't like, talking about shit you know nothing about. Thanks, I love you. Good night.